What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. I am your host, UnrealEntGaming. Welcome back to another edition of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. Welcome to March, everybody. We are officially in March right now. My God, time is just going by so fast. I mean, literally, it was New Year's like 2 months ago, and literally, I can remember it like it was yesterday. Literally, I can remember it like as it was yesterday. Jesus Christ, man, the time is just flying on by. Welcome back, everybody. I really hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode. The weather has been very unstable here and there. I mean, it's not as bad as it was last week. I'm not as bad as I was last week. I was kind of feeling a little down because I was sick a little bit. Well, just a little bit. I had a headache last week and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I had 2 matches going on. My body wasn't really up to par, so right now it's a new day, so I really hope you guys enjoy. Anyways, let's not waste any time, everybody. Let's begin with our first question, which is from...
What's up, Alex? Streaming Broadcast here. As you know who I am. I got 5 video questions for you this week, and my first question is, what are your expectations for Titanfall since you played the beta? I saw your gameplay, and I mean, it looks really fun. I wish I had an Xbox One. And my other question is, what are your expectations for Destiny? My third question is, do you think The Purge 2 will be better than the first one? Because I've heard people say that, oh, the first one was lame, it was bad, I thought it was predictable. But anyways, my next question is, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? That was question number 4. And question number 5 is, what do you hope to accomplish this year, 2014? And that's all of my questions for you this week. Hope you enjoyed answering these. So you do your thing, man.
Mr. Brandon. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my best friends, Brandon, aka Paintball Falcon, for those of you out there who don't know him. He is 3-Man Broadcast. I really suggest you guys to go on ahead and look up 3-Man Broadcast and go on ahead and subscribe to their channel. I am featured on their channel as well, so if you guys are fans of me, then you're definitely going to be fans of him. He does a lot of Naruto games, Dragon Ball Z. He does wrestling too, which is pretty cool. He's going to start doing a lot of FPS games. So, Mr. Brandon, I just spoke to you maybe a couple hours ago, and it's really awesome. So to answer your first question, expectations on Titanfall. All right, well, you saw me play it. Everybody saw me play it. It's really fun. It's really fun. But I kind of have an issue with it, honestly. Now, given the fact that you've seen me play these games, my phone just went off. The game is very fun. The game is very awesome. And, you know, the game is actually, you know, worth buying, but honestly, in terms of certain aspects, I do believe Battlefield is just a little better, and this is why I say why. Number one, Battlefield has environment destruction, whereas opposed to Titanfall does not, and that really pisses me off because I love Titanfall so much that I want to be able to, like, blow these buildings up and fucking pull a Megatron and start eradicating shit, you know what I mean? And I'm pretty sure you get the gist of things. So, I'm really upset that environment destruction is not featured, but also I feel like it's important because how else are your soldiers supposed to maneuver, you know? So it's kind of like a pro-con sort of thing, you know, a push-pull. You know, they have to balance it out. So, I mean, I can't really complain. It's way better than Call of Duty. So, knowing you know, you've played a lot of Call of Duty with me. I've played a lot of Call of Duty with you, and you know that. And I think this is the next Call of Duty in a good way. But it's really cool. It's really fun. So, my expectations are this. Non-stop, fast-paced, action-based, you know, multiplayer. I'm not so much, you know, interested about the story because honestly there is no story behind it, but I mean online it's absolutely amazing, and I'm just waiting for you to get the Xbox One because, you know, the moment you get it, you know, we're gonna have a ball. So to answer your second question, expectations on Titanfall. Well, being that, you know, you're going to start your machinima on Destiny. For those of you out there who don't know, I did a few machinimas with my friends on Halo way back in the day, and now it's Mr. 3-Man Broadcast's turn to make his own machinima. So we're definitely going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff on there. But honestly, for Destiny, every single time I ask you guys your thoughts between Titanfall and Destiny, all of you guys are pulling for Destiny. There was a few people that actually said, you know what, Destiny is going to be the greatest game ever created. That's a very bold statement, because you have GTA 5, you have Infamous Second Son, you have Titanfall, you have Watch Dogs, you have The Division, you have the next Call of Duty, you have Halo 5 coming its way, you have the potential of Uncharted 4, God of War 4, Gears of War 4. So, you know, Destiny being hailed as the greatest is a very, very bold statement. But honestly, my expectations are this. I want to see mechanics incorporated from both Call of Duty and Halo. And what I mean by that are just very simple. I mean, you have Infinity Ward, you have Bungie. I mean, obviously, I really want to see if you're able to do as much as they say you can. That's why I'm just waiting for the game to come out. And I really suggest you guys out there to just go on ahead and get Destiny for the PS4, Xbox One. Don't get it for the current gens, because it's not going to be, you're not going to get the full experience, you know, per se. So, expectations, honestly, I'm waiting for the demo or the beta to be released. The game is supposed to drop in September, so you do have time to get your shit in order before this bad boy drops. But I honestly can't wait. So expectations for Destiny, it could be better than Titanfall. I mean, in terms of story, it's already better than Titanfall. In terms of multiplayer, I can't really say that. As of right now, I think Titanfall's multiplayer is better than Destiny's, because not much information has been released. But either or, those games are going to collide, and when they do, oh my god, it's going to be a war. To answer your third question, The Purge 2, honestly, I never saw the first one. I kept hearing mixed things about it. You said you saw it, so you think it's predictable. If that's the case, I really don't see how a movie like that can go about. The second film looks like it's going to incorporate a new family, you know, new aspects of the area and whatnot, so it'll be pretty cool. But really, what I really can't wait for is to see how The Purge 2 is going to execute its environment, because it's going to happen more outside than inside. But honestly, I mean, The Purge 2, yeah, I think it's going to be better than the first one, especially if the first one is getting a lot of negative reaction. I'm pretty sure the second one's going to follow up and do a much better job. But honestly, as of right now, we're just going to have to wait and see. I mean, the movie's not really that much far out, so, I mean, hopefully when I get down there, we'll all watch together, so. To answer your fourth question, where do I see myself in 5 years? To be honest to God with you right now, I really want to see myself in the WWE. As many of you guys already know, I have a very, very, very strong passion for professional wrestling. I love professional wrestling. I want to be, you know, in the WWE. I'm currently wrestling. For those of you out there who don't know, you can go on ahead and follow me on Instagram at AlexMason47. Add my wrestling page, guys, Facebook.com/AlexMason47. Also, if you guys want to see my matches, I have a few matches on this channel, but mainly I have them on my wrestling channel. The link will be in the description below. But honestly, I mean, I really want to be there. That's my passion. I love professional wrestling ever since I was 3-4 years old, and that's just where I want to be, you know, nowhere else, you know. I will never stop doing YouTube either, so let's say I'm there, I'm always going to do this no matter what, you know. But that's where I see myself. Hopefully, in the future, I'll have a family and whatnot, because that's something else I want to do, you know, is have a family and have, you know, a nice place to live other than Brooklyn, because Brooklyn can be very, very, uneasy at times. But hopefully that's if God blesses me, I'll definitely be on that route. So as long as you guys believe in me, and I couldn't ask for anything more. I don't want your money, I don't want, you know, gifts. All I want is your support, guys, and, you know, and your love. That's all I really need. That's all a person should ever ask for, honestly. And to answer your last question, what do I hope to accomplish? Well, number one, I hope to accomplish many things. I really hope to get booked a lot for wrestling shows. If anybody can just help do that, that'll be great. For booking purposes, you know, getting contact with promoters and whatnot, I really want to do that, because I'm really passionate for wrestling, and I really just want to get my name out there. So that's one thing I want to do, is just get booked more. Number two, what I want to do is definitely get down there to Alabama, hang out with you guys a lot often. You know, do like a shit ton of videos with you guys. I mean, for those of you out there who don't know, I went to Alabama to go visit my Xbox friends that I've known for like 6 years, and we had a great time, except, you know, at the time, you know, not everybody was old enough down there, and their parents were kind of bitchy, but hopefully this time everything will be going great. We'll do a lot of paintball videos, a lot of exploration, probably go to Oak Mountain and rape. No, I'm just kidding. But just definitely have a great time is what I'm aiming for. In terms of other aspects, in terms of what I hope to accomplish, I really hope to accomplish a lot on here as well. I want to reach out to more people. I want to help more people. I've helped a lot of people, actually. I've helped more people than people have helped me. And, you know, I don't really mind that whatsoever. I'm always a helping guy. And as long as I can help change somebody and help inspire people to do better, that's all I really care about, to be honest. So in terms of those aspects, that's exactly what I want to do. Helping my friends, helping other people, strangers, doesn't really matter, you know, with what they want to do. So there's just so many things I want to do. Also, for those of you out there who don't know, I'm just going to go on ahead and say this. I've never said this before, ever, on any of my videos. Another thing I hope to accomplish is one day I hope to write a few books. I really want to write books, not just like from my point of view. Like I was always inspired by like the R.L. Stine Goosebumps books. I want to write books like that, like some creepy ass, like, you know, great, you know, fantasy books, like monster books and stuff like that, or maybe some autobiographies as well. You know, I really want to write books. That's something I've always wanted to do. There's so many things I actually wanted to do, but those are only a brief few. So, Mr. 3-Man Broadcast, thank you for the questions, my friend. I'll see you on Xbox probably in the next couple of hours or something. And like I said, guys, for those of you out there who are fans of me, check him out. He's fucking awesome, especially if you guys are anime fans in terms of Naruto. If you guys are Naruto fans, that is the one place to go to, because he has great what-if battles for that. So, Mr. Brandon, I will see you on Xbox, my friend. And now, moving on to the next question, which is from Kid Boo versus Super Saiyan. Hi, Alex. This is my first time I am writing fan mail. I've been a subscriber of you since early last year. I randomly found you when I was looking up Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. Now, on to the questions. Here we go. Question 1, do you believe in aliens? Question 2, I remember in a video on your other channel that you were talking about weird stuff that happened in 2012. Then you said to go look up Project Bluebeam, HARP, and the Council of Foreign Relations. I did look that up, and the stuff is crazy. But is all of that stuff really true? Question 3, in Dragon Ball Z, what happened if Kid Buu somehow came back during the Battle of the Gods movie and absorbed Bills? Imagine that. Question 4, I only have a PS3 and I wanted to play with you in Battle of, was it, oh, Black Ops 2, sorry. And I know you have Xbox. Could we play together? Question 5, my birthday is on next Tuesday, so could we maybe Skype? Last question, sorry, it might be long. Question 6, could you live stream more? That's all for today. I hope I can get on Fan Mail of the Week. I don't understand. Oh, I do understand how busy I am with others and whatnot. So say fuck you, Square. The fuck you, Square. Sorry, I had to say fuck Yamcha. P.S. You're awesome, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't stop, because if you do, the Illuminati will be at your doorstep knocking down the door. Hey, man, fuck them. They will fucking bitch ass Illuminati. Fucking. Well, what are they gonna do, really? I mean, they're gonna grab me and put a fucking black bag over my head and we're gonna take you to. Who cares? Fuck the Illuminati. Anyways, to answer your first question, do I believe in aliens? Yes, I do. It is a very important thing, because how can anybody sit there and say, well, I don't believe in aliens because I haven't seen anything? Oh, no shit. You haven't seen other galaxies or other universes. Does that mean that they're not there? You know, people are very naive these days, and I really can't stand that. You know, you have to think with an open brain. You can't sit there and say, well, there are no aliens because we haven't found it. How the hell does anybody know if we found aliens or not? I mean, really, like, has a global disclosure happened with aliens within our government? No. I mean, I'm pretty sure. I mean, let me ask you guys a question, right? What is the government's most important role in society? Is to keep secrets, right? That's why they classify things, right? So, in an essence, why would the government tell you, me, or anybody else for that matter, that, yeah, they're aliens out there and they have alien weaponry and space technology and stuff like that? Why would they even come out and say those things to you? You know, you don't need to know. Just know that the fact that, yeah, there might be out there, but you'll never know for sure. Now, honestly, I am a firm believer in Jesus Christ and God, and I do believe that it would be very ignorant for me to say, oh, God only made humans. You know, I'm pretty sure if you were a creator, you would make more than just one species. And I believe that there are species out there that exist in the universe and the galaxies that are just either friend or foe, you know, give or take. Now, there are many speculations and rumors about several different kinds of aliens, the Greys, the Reptilians, and so on and so forth. Now, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. But like I said, for somebody to say, oh, we're the only kids in the block, that is just absurd. I believe that there are good aliens out there, and I believe that there are bad aliens out there. It all depends on how you interact and mix with the few. But the real question is, do you believe in aliens? And if so, why? If not, why not? That's what I really want to know. It's very interesting. I mean, we're all adults here, I guess you could say. I mean, we're all people, right? You know, despite your age. I mean, we can all learn to agree to disagree, can't we? So that's just my belief on aliens. Question 2, to answer your second question, are those things really true? Absolutely. I mean, if they weren't true, why would I go tell you to look them up? Project Bluebeam is real. The Project HARP is real. The Council of Foreign Relations is real. The Rothschild family are the richest people. The Rothschild family are the richest family in existence right now. They have more money than every single bank combined. They print the money. They own the money. They own everything. So those motherfuckers are hardcore, but fuck them. But yeah, these things are true, man. Chemtrails and comtrails and GMO and all that stuff, man. It definitely ties in with the Illuminati. A lot of people might say, oh, the Illuminati aren't real, or at least they're not real anymore. Like I said, this goes back to the alien subject. How do you know? How does anybody know? Once again, what is the government good at doing? Keeping secrets. They don't want to tell you jack squat. All the things that were happening in 2012, that happened in 2013, and that are happening in 2014, some things are very unexplainable. Some things are just common misconceptions by people. But then again, like I said, this goes back to what I said. You know, if you just do your research, you will see that, you know, it's scary. And are these things actually true? Absolutely, man, and it's scary. The truth will scare you to death. To answer your third question, honestly, if Kid Buu came back, Kid Buu would not stand a chance. Do you want to know why? Because Kid Buu, just like Goku, Gohan, and everybody else, would get beat down. I mean, the moment he would try to fuse himself with Bills, Bills would break out of that. And given the fact that Bills is much, much, much faster than Kid Buu. So by the time Kid Buu would try to absorb him, Bills would just like easily just morph out of there in a heartbeat. Bills is very powerful. I mean, in case Kid Buu did absorb him by some miraculous chance, then yeah, Kid Buu would be the most unstoppable force in existence. But for him to even get a hold of Bills is a whole nother taboo subject. I really doubt he's going to be able to do that. But in reality, I do think Bills would pummel Kid Buu. So I really don't think Kid Buu would have a chance, to be honest. To answer your fourth question, like I said in my previous fan mail, I don't have my PS3 anymore. If I did, I would have Black Ops 2 and I would gladly play with you, but I don't have it. So unless it's on the Xbox, or maybe if we're playing something on Steam, then I'm sorry, but we can't do anything on the PS3. Or if you have the PS4, I have the PS4. We could do something on there in the future, but right now, I don't have the PS3, my friend. To answer your fifth question, I know your birthday's in a few days, so happy early birthday for you. Could we Skype? Yes, we can, only if I'm free. If it's Tuesday, I'm not too sure. I have practice. I don't think I'm going to be home, so I can't really promise you anything, but just in case we don't, I want to wish you a happy birthday, man. I really hope you have a great birthday. God bless you and your family, and I really hope you enjoy it because, I mean, obviously, it's your birth date. It was the day you were born, so obviously your birthday holds significance as for everybody else, so enjoy it the best way you can, man. And to answer your final question, am I going to live stream more? Absolutely. PS4 live streaming is coming your way, guys. So I hope you all stay tuned, especially when I get more PS4 games like Infamous and stuff. Oh my god, it's going to go down. But once again, Mr. Kid Buu versus Super Saiyan, thank you for the questions, man. I really hope you have a great week, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from my boy, Andy Keller. Hey Alex, I'm back with more fan mail of the week, so let's begin. Question 1, your thoughts about the future of the Dragon Ball Z games. Question 2, ever done a school sport besides wrestling? Question 3, if your whole clan, you, Justin, Paul, Vern, Stefan, Danny, Brandon, Omar, Tyler, was to get into the biggest war ever in mankind, who would come out on top? Question 4, how do you do giveaways, like just the mailing part in general? Hint, hint. Question 5, have you ever thought that in the future of Dragon Ball Z that the Saiyans get so much stronger than the other Z fighters that Earthlings like Piccolo become useless? Because the story has always been warped around the Saiyans and is much, well, that is true, but I mean, at a certain point, Piccolo did hold some kind of significance, but I'll get into that. Question 6, favorite famous YouTubers. Question 7, biggest derp ever award goes to Justin or Paul. Shots fired. Oh man, those two are like mega derps. Question 8, Egyptian god cards versus the gods of destruction. Bill. Ooh. Thanks again for answering my questions, man. Great job with your wrestling career. Watched your new wrestling video, LOL. But keep up the good work, man. And as always, I will see you in your next video. Peace! Thank you, man. For those of you out there who don't know, Andy's a really great friend of mine. Andy, I need to get you on one of these podcasts, my friend. But check him out, guys, on Andy Keller. So I really hope you enjoy this, man. To answer your first question, my thoughts about the future of the Dragon Ball Z games. Well, I think you know by now that if they don't listen to us, that the entire franchise is going to go to shit. You know, we as fans want so much more from the games and from the product. It doesn't really produce as much as we want it to. For example, character creation, story modes, alternative battles and stuff like that, alternative characters, just the whole shebang. You know, there's so much more Dragon Ball Z can offer. But overall, I think the companies are lazy, and I think the voice actors have gotten a little lazy, and I believe that I believe that these companies think that we're stupid. That's what I ultimately think it comes down to. They're like, oh, these people don't care no more, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they're not really going to, you know, really care so much about this, that, or the third. When in reality, we truly do. So, the future of Dragon Ball Z games, if they don't do anything to bring some sort of creativity back into the franchise, they're doomed. And I'm pretty sure you know that because you are a Dragon Ball Z fan. Trust me, I've checked you out on Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I know you. So I would love to see a character creation mode. Create your own maps, for example. Create something, you know. Creativity is always going to be something that's going to be amazing in the future. So why not begin with Dragon Ball Z? You know what I mean? And then who knows? Maybe Naruto games will follow that up and other stuff. But honestly, Dragon Ball Z has the potential to execute very well. Except it's the companies, it's the corporations that really don't give a rat's ass. So. To answer your second question, have I done a school sport besides wrestling? Yes, I've done basketball. I used to. That's the key word. I used to be really good at basketball. I really did. I was awesome. And then over the years, I really didn't care so much more, and I'm really sloppy now. I think I still have my shots, but in terms of everything else, I really don't care anymore. But in terms of school sports, basketball was one. Weight training was another. I still love that till this day. I really wish my school wasn't dirt poor and retarded that we had football, because I really wish our school had football. I definitely would have done that. There aren't any schools in Brooklyn or Queens or New York, for that matter, that have football like that. And it really sucks because other schools in other states and countries do have, you know, schools that have football and stuff like that. And I really think that would have been awesome for so many kids. It would have gotten them out of the streets and whatever. So I think that would have been amazing. But aside from those two, that's pretty much it, man. To answer your third question, I mean, obviously you put me in that category, so I would have to say myself. But if you had to put everybody else in that category, I think it'll come down to either Paul, Vern, or Justin. One of those three would probably emerge. Stefan would perish, Danny would get obliterated, Brandon would get smoked out the water, and Tyler would just go down the dumps. I do believe it would come down to Justin or Paul. I think Vern would be the third one to survive, and then he just perishes. But I mean, I think it might come down to Paul because he's a damn terrorist. He probably blow everybody up. So I think it might be Paul. So to answer your fourth question, how do I do giveaways? Giveaways sometimes can be very, very painful and annoying because whenever I decide to message you and just give the gift away, people don't get back to you, and it's really frustrating because you do want to give the gift away, and sometimes they're disqualified and you have to go with somebody else, and they end up replying months later. It's like, hey, I won. It's like, yeah, dude, the giveaway was like 6 months ago. All you have to do is just get their information, and just when you go to your local UPS, just get a box or get something, an envelope, and just put your item or items inside of that box or case, and just write the address down, or write down all the necessary information, and just like pay a fee. I paid more fees for giveaways than anything else. So you do that, and you just send it on, and they get it in about a week. So to answer your fifth question, Piccolo at one point, like I said, was strong as fuck. When he fused with Kami, when they first met Cell, Piccolo was so strong, he was said to be stronger than the regular Super Saiyan. That is until they went inside the hyperbolic time chamber, came back out. But yeah, I do understand what you're saying, and some characters were useless. But sometimes, I mean, you're just so attached to some of the characters, you tend to forget about the uselessness of other characters. So, To answer your sixth question, favorite famous YouTubers. I have a few. I have PewDiePie. I have Prank versus Prank, aka BF versus GF. I think they're fantastic. Paul, of course, but he's my close friend, so he doesn't really count. But obviously Paul. So I have one more. I have Smosh. Yep, Smosh is definitely another one. They're absolutely brilliant. So those would have to be my little fair share of famous favorite YouTubers, I guess you could say. To answer your seventh question, biggest derp award goes to Justin by far. He is like the epitome of derpness. This kid is like a walking doorknob. And to answer your eighth question, I'm sorry, but those God cards are going down. Bills all the way, man. Anyways, Andy, thanks for the questions, man. I really hope you enjoy. The South Park game is coming out soon, so I really hope you get that game. So, once again, brother, thank you for the questions, man. I really hope you have a great week, bro. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Poco Laco News. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce that correctly. Hey, UnrealEntGaming, I don't know if you read this comment. Hope you have a great and awesome freaking day. I am a hardcore Dragon Ball Z fan from Greece. Yeah, you have Greek fans. Yes. And I would love to hear your opinion on the following. Question number 1. Akira Toriyama, after Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, was working on a new anime, Jacko, I believe it's pronounced. Not entirely sure. It is his last volume on Kid Gokao? I can't pronounce that. Appeared dressed in a Saiyan armor, having his tail in Bulma, who was searching for the Dragon Balls. Close to the beginning of Dragon Ball original manga. Do you think that Akira made this in the future of Dragon Ball Z? Okay, well, alright, I see exactly the reference where you're coming from. So question number 2. What do you believe will happen in April 5th, 2014 in his latest interview about the future of Dragon Ball Z, both the Battle of Gods and Jocko's mother? So what would you most love to read from the interview? All right, well, I'm pretty sure you meant to say Goku, but like I think you're spelling it wrong. I'm not entirely sure. Question number 3. If you were about to live in 2 animes, which would they be? And if you were about to have Shenron in front of you, what would you have wished for? Question 4. What do you believe about the Amazing Spider-Man 2 film and game? Question 5. It is not a question. I just wanted to tell you I love your work on DBZ videos, both gaming and for fan mail. I really love logging in and listening and watching you play because you're really fun and crazy, badass ideas about Dragon Ball, and I believe we, the fans, are with you as the leaders as we can. Continue to be yourself and continue inspiring everyone. Sorry if you got annoyed about all the whole Dragon Ball Z questions. Not at all, my friend, not at all. To answer your first question, about Akira Toriyama's new anime, I keep hearing the same thing. I keep hearing that it's going back to before Dragon Ball, and if that's the case, that's really, really cool because I really want to see Gene. I really want to see so many other things pertaining to Dragon Ball. So if that's the case, then I really cannot wait to see it. I really doubt we're going to get an anime on it, but I'm pretty sure the manga alone is going to be great as it is. Now, I'm pretty sure you meant to say Kid Goku. I really am not entirely sure, but if that's the case, then it's going to be awesome seeing, the Saiyans and Bulma searching for the Dragon Balls and all that kind of stuff, like her being a little girl and all that. It's really going to be fun. So, now, do I believe like the new anime or manga does have a chance of being big or little? Depending on the role Akira Toriyama places each character on, I do believe the new manga has potential to be a great success, but I am really cannot wait to hear more news about the next Dragon Ball Z movie over this new manga, to be honest. Which leads me into your second question: what do I think is going to happen after April 5th? I really don't know. I really hope that Akira Toriyama comes out and announces a new movie, because then I believe fans will truly be happy, as well as myself, to have another Dragon Ball Z movie coming out, like 2015 or something like that. Honestly, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods was a huge success. A lot of people already know that, and I'm just waiting. I'm just patiently waiting to see what they're gonna do with any other Dragon Ball Z movie or manga or anime or whatever, because I believe that we as fans are patiently waiting for the next Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, and That all depends if they're gonna call it Battle of Gods. I really hope they call it something else, but nevertheless, I mean, either or, I know for a fact that the movie's gonna deliver, 1,000%. So, what would I have loved to see? I would love to see fusions and whatnot. Goku's mom might make an appearance. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how they're gonna do that. That is until Akira actually confirms the roles, but overall, right now, I really cannot wait to see what they have cooking up. To answer your third question, 2 animes. If I could be in any 2 animes, it would be Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z. And if Shenron was in front of me, if I had 3 wishes, my first wish would be to be immortal. Second wish is to have world peace, and third wish is to probably have all the money in the entire universe, and then I can just go on ahead and help everybody with that. So those would be my little nifty wishes. To answer your fourth question, Amazing Spider-Man 2, I haven't looked too much into it. I love the story on how the fact that they're gonna have 3 villains for him, and I'm personally gonna go see the movie. I cannot wait. I'm not as excited as I am for Captain America 2 or Godzilla, but I'm still very, very excited to see what Amazing Spider-Man 2 has to bring to the table. I'm sure it's gonna be a fantastic film, and honestly, I mean, it's not that far away, to be honest. And so Spider-Man 2, I mean, The Amazing Spider-Man, we're just going to have to wait and see if it's going to have any ties to any other flick like Marvel or something like that, like, the Avengers or whatever. So, but aside from that, man, thank you for the comments, and I really hope you have a great day, and thank you for the questions, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Divine. Hey Alex, my name is Lennox, and I've been a fan since Minecraft Multiverse Project. Damn. Oh my god. That was a long time ago. Thank you, man. And your videos are awesome. That my oh my god, you orgasm over them? Damn. That's some serious stuff, man. Anyways, I hope you have a fantastic year, and God bless you. God bless you too, Lennox. Thank you, man. Question number 1, what happened to your 2 long hour fan mails? Question number 2, are you ever going to do trailer reaction videos? Question 3, have you ever played WrestleGun on the PS4? It's really fun and addicting. Question 4, do you believe that Goku is hands down the best martial artist in the universe? Question 5, Super Saiyan Vegito versus Super Saiyan Bagheera, fusion of Bardock and King Vegeta, both in Potara earring fusion. Who do you think would win? Those are all my questions. I hope you get 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. P.S. Fuck you, Akira Toriyama. That's fucked up, man. You can't just say that. Alright, well, to answer your first question, my 2-hour fan mail videos, they're still around, actually. I mean, I've done the longest fan mail ever, which was about 5 hours long. 4 or 5 hours long around Christmas time. So that was the longest thing I've ever had to do. I sat here for all that, the entire time, and I did that, and it was just absolutely, excruciating to a certain extent. But I had to get water, like a few bottles of water. I mean, because my freaking throat was running dry because I was talking so much. So the 2-hour long fan mails are still here. Each and every single week I do this for you guys, and I think I've accumulated about maybe, I would say, 70 hours worth of fan mail. That's a lot of freaking fan mail, man. I mean, literally, that's just incredible. So, to answer your second question, I've always thought about doing trailer reaction videos. To be honest, I really wanted to do a few. Mainly, I bring you guys updates on movies and, inside scoops on what's going on. As for trailer reactions, maybe if you guys want me to do it, I'll definitely do it. I haven't really thought about that, to be honest. I think it would be pretty cool. But nevertheless, I mean, honestly, sometimes I rewatch trailers over and over again just to get, more in-depth on what's going on. So maybe it's a possibility, but I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know. To answer your third question, no, I have not. I still have to update my PS4 because, Infamous Second Son is coming out, and all the great games are set to be released within the next coming months. So my PS4 is going to be put to use now more than ever, so it's going to be really awesome. Really cannot wait to put that to use, especially with Infamous, because I keep hearing good things about Infamous, so hopefully I'll do a live stream on Infamous on Twitch. So if you guys want to, do anything on that matter, just all you have to do is just make sure you stay tuned. To answer your fourth question, is Goku hands down the best martial artist? Yes, I think he is, until of course we met Whis. Bills said that, Whis is the master of martial arts. Literally, this guy knows every single thing, packed down. So if you had to compare, I would have to say obviously Whis is much more superior than Goku in terms of that aspect. But if the gods were never introduced, then yeah, by far it was Goku. I mean, who can really match Goku in that aspect? I mean, I'm pretty sure Whis can combat Goku. I mean, I would love to see Whis and Goku combat each other in that form. I think it would have been absolutely incredible to see these two just literally duke it out, especially given the fact that both of them are martial art experts. I mean, absolutely phenomenal. So... do I think, aside from the gods, is he the best? Yes, but with the gods incorporated, I think Whis is the best. And to answer your final question, Vegito by far. Vegito by far. No matter how far Bardock and Vegeta may have came, you know, Goku and Vegeta surpassed them in droves. That's like saying who would win, Gotenks or Vegito, you know. Vegito would absolutely, he would pummel these two. Vegito is a beast, considering the fact that he has all of the moves of Goku and Vegeta. That includes the Big Bang, the Kamehameha, the Final Flash, the Spirit Bomb, hopefully the Super Dragon Fist, the ability to transform into Super Saiyans 1, 2, and 3, you know. So I highly doubt Bardock and Vegeta would be able to compare against Vegito, because Vegito is that powerful. Vegito is one of those characters where you take a step back and you're like, whoa. I mean, not only does he look intimidating, but he really, you know, backs up what he says. Of course, that is until one day, if Akira Toriyama decides to bring him back, we're going to see what Vegito's made out of. So personally, for me, I really can't wait to see if they're gonna implement Vegito again. If they do, I'll be really happy. But honestly, against the fusion of Bardock and King Vegeta, they wouldn't even stand a chance. I mean, not even in the least. That's not even a question. Vegito would rape those two. Not even a question, man. Vegito all the way. So thank you for the question, Mr. Divine. I really hope you have a great week, my friend. And now moving on to the next question, which is from Team Bring It 8. Hey Alex, just firstly wanted to say I love your videos and I wish your channel success in the future. Thank you, my friend. Here are the questions. Question number 1, how do you feel about the rumored Undertaker versus John Cena match and Cena supposedly ending the streak? Holy shit. Question 2, do you think Anderson Silva can make a recovery and a comeback, or is he done? I hear he's already walking without crutches. Question 3, if I was to pursue a career in wrestling, what do you think is the most important attribute that I need? Thank you for reading, Alex. Alright, well, I mean, thank you so much, man, honestly. Well, to answer your first question, Undertaker versus John Cena, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen this year. If anything, I think it should happen next year, because I think the build-up all around the match should have taken place around the Royal Rumble, or maybe a year in advance. Maybe Cena calls out Taker month after month after month after month, and Taker doesn't reply until like January-ish, February-ish, and then, you know, they begin to make the feud. So, honestly, Cena ending the streak, Cena does not deserve to end the streak, because he already has all of the wrestling accolades, that he already has everything that he needed to accomplish in wrestling. So why would he have to end the streak? The streak doesn't have to end. The Undertaker can easily retire and go into the Hall of Fame with an undefeated record. So that would be absolutely phenomenal. If Cena ended the streak, I think it'll make no sense, and it'll ruin the entire orchestra of the streak as a whole at WrestleMania, you know? People would not have any purpose of watching it anymore, you know? So honestly, Cena ending the streak would not be a good thing for wrestling, but I think the Undertaker versus John Cena match is going to happen at WrestleMania 31. We don't really know too much now, but hopefully it'll happen. So to answer your second question, can Anderson Silva make a comeback? Honestly, I really think that in some form or fashion, I think he's done, to be honest. He's not really young anymore. He's not really old, but I mean, I think Anderson Silva as a fighter, I think he's done. Yeah, he may be walking without crutches, but remember, I mean, he lost 2 of his biggest fights. You know, first one, he was being way too cocky and he got knocked the fuck out. The second one, he pretty much went for a strike with his foot, with his leg, and pretty much broke his entire leg, and that's pretty, it's scary, you know? It's just like, man, what are you doing? And I think if Anderson Silva were to go to try and do the same thing again, I think he would have that fear mentality of breaking another bone. But so honestly, I think he's done. I think Anderson Silva's done. I mean, what do you think? That's the most important question. UFC nowadays, I mean, there were so many fighters coming out bad-mouthing the UFC, how the UFC doesn't really care about its fighters, how the UFC is using its fighters, and it's crazy, you know, to see what kind of world we're living in. So, are there fighters out there that that are better than Anderson Silva? Perhaps, yes. Especially now. I mean, I don't think Anderson is in his prime anymore, to be honest. I think his heydays are way behind him. When he was fighting as a beast, you know, way back in the day, Anderson Silva was really fighting like a true monster. Like, this guy was a freaking absolute juggernaut, you know. So now I think he's done. So I think he needs to just move on ahead and let someone else, you know, take his place. You know, just pave the way for younger guys, because Anderson's done. I mean, what happens if he loses his next fight? Like let's say Anderson has another fight. You know, what do you think is going to happen if he loses that one? Is he still going to keep going? You know, this is 2 major losses from him back to back. So honestly, for Anderson Silva, I don't see a much brighter day for him, to be honest. And to answer your final question, the most important attribute is to be humble. If you're humble and you're patient, you're going to get far. This is a very, very interesting business. I love it throughout the good and the bad, but I think the strongest attribute that separates the boys from the men are the fact of you being humble. If you're humble, you're going to get really far. If not, you're just going to get the short end of the barrel. So, honestly, I think that is the most important attribute, you know. But thank you for the question, Mr. Team. Bring it, and I hope you have a great day, man. Anyways, everybody, thank you all for watching this episode of this week's Fan Mail of the Week. I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are fans, don't forget to subscribe, hit the video up with a like and a favorite, comment in the comment section below. Stay tuned for more, everybody. Like I always say, please submit your video format questions, guys. The reason why I'm doing that is because I have something very special planned for you guys during the summertime-ish, which is why I'm accumulating these videos. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. I really hope you guys enjoy the weather. Also, before I leave, make sure you guys get the following games in the next coming weeks. Make sure you get Titanfall, and make sure you get South Park: The Stick of Truth. You guys will not regret it. And Infamous Second Son. So, on that note, guys, I really hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for more, and I'll be seeing each and every single one of you guys in the next episode. Oh, wait. This whole time, I forgot that I had macaroni and cheese right on the... Oh, my... Are they cold? Oh, fuck, they're just a little warm. Alright, guys, I'll be seeing you all later. I'm gonna go eat macaroni. Peace!